EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start with the option, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to it. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off play action. Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And Allen will be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Arthur-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Pass complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And that is no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, Cook. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Six yards left on second down.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Diggs going in motion right. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills are on the board first here in this division round matchup. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Von Miller, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw again is Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on. Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
from 21 yards away.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On first down, Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson now. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Mings, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, middle.
They'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To the air, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one, that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this, certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, fourth quarter, with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Report! Hey, report! Report! UAA.
Jackson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
No. Hey, Ozzy,
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Jackson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Again, it's Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return, Jackson. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Hands up. Go. Yo. Report.
Throwing, Jackson. He's got a man, complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Jackson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. What a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, CD, we get to see the debut of the brand-new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game, the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime, got Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first. And that way, you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
56.
They run it again with Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Cook. He's got it off the draw.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
First throw of overtime for Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Working with a 2nd and 3.
They run the counter with Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Cook again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A touchdown does not end it, remember, but it sure would give them a leg up. It's 1st and goal here.
And now they'll throw with Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing is Allen. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a 5-yard touchdown run. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime of the postseason. But they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, and I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now, but in a small way, those defenders are also kind of happy for the rule change because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down. Jackson. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Now a second down and 6.
13. Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's third down.
Go ahead. Go. Yo. Report. Hey, report.
To throw again is Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. Second possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown. And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Throwing is Jackson.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Change it. Hey, hey. 13.
And Jackson throwing once more. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
Well, CD, they had the overtime answer. Now the question, do they tie it or go for the win?
Well, the teams already knew. The best teams, they made up their minds before they got to the end zone whether they're going to go for 2 or go for the tie.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
Charles, what a ball game we were treated to, and in the postseason, no less, with all the drama. It's maybe the best finish you and I have seen in quite some time.
I would agree with that. And let's face it, there was no doubt in their minds that they were going to go for it all, and they came out successful. Congratulations to each and every one of them on a truly memorable victory.